Hi everyone, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. We are heading into the last few months of the Year of the Water Tiger, and on November 7th, we are entering the month of the Metal Pig. Now, for those of you who thought that the dog month was a little bit stagnating, nothing was really going as quickly as you had hoped, things will change in the Metal Pig month. Things will suddenly start moving again, and there will be some forward momentum, much needed forward momentum, as of November 7th. Now, the Metal Pig month, Xinhai month, starts on November 7th and it goes all the way until 6th of December. And of course, as always, we want to make sure that we make best use of all the positive sectors in our home and be a little bit careful of the ones that maybe are hosts to not so great energies. Now, for those of you who are completely new and who have not seen a chart like this before, this is actually really straightforward. All you need to do is stand in the center of your flat or your office, hold out a compass and just check where are all those directions, north, east, south, west, and so on. And then just listen to this video and I will tell you where the good energies are and where the ones are where you need to be a little bit more cautious. Now, in the Metal Pig month, we actually have three sectors that are quite positive. The first one is the southeast sector. Now, the southeast sector here has an excellent monthly star and it combines with a really, really good annual star as well. So the southeast is a great sector for anything that has to do with concentrated work, with focus, anything where you need to study. Maybe you're preparing for an exam, year-end exams. So if you need to do anything that requires a positive end result, while you are working through a particular problem or you need to do some research or some problem solving, do that in the southeast sector. Even if you just get going in the southeast sector and then finish it in another sector, but just start in the southeast. And this activity is then infused with really positive energies. If you have children and they need to prepare for year-end exams, let them do this in the southeast sector. This is really the best sector overall when it comes to academic endeavors, and you are fully supported by all the energies there, and there are no negative side effects whatsoever. Now, the next sector that is really positive is the east sector. Here we have the monthly number 9. And the monthly number 9 brings an energy of excitement, happiness, celebration, especially after we've had a little bit of an upsetting year. Many of us are struggling a little bit. So if you need a positive vision, if you need some uplifting energies, spend as much time as you can in the east sector of your home. You don't even need to do much. If it's really just about you infusing yourself with a little bit more positive energies, then just sit there and maybe read a book, or sleep in the east, for example. Now, of course, if you're a business owner, if you're working from home, then this is a great sector if you want to launch a new product, a new service, or enter into any new partnerships, or just celebrate a business win. Yeah, this is also a great sector for that. Now, the third sector that we pay attention to in terms of really positive energies is here in the Southwest, where we have the monthly number 8. And the number 8 at the moment is still a cash flow star. So especially if you're working from home and you need a little bit more cash flow, as we are entering the end of the year, we probably need to pay a lot of bills towards the end of the year. Spend more time in the Southwest because there will be plenty of financial opportunities coming to you. There's a possible turnaround when it comes to finances. And especially for those who are in the property and real estate industry, the Southwest is a really, really good sector to work from. So if you are in one of those industries and you are working on deals, make sure that you do that from the Southwest sector, and you will likely see a lot of success when you do that. All right, so these are the three really positive sectors, one for study, one for cash flow, and just one for general uplifting positive energies, which you can obviously use for personal and for professional gain. Now, then there are a few sectors that we need to be a little bit careful of. And the first one is the north sector here. Now, the north sector is a double-edged sword. Yeah, it depends very much on what you're looking for. So if you are someone, if you're maybe looking for a short-term relationship or a hookup or just, you know, something casual, then use the north sector, spend as much time in the north sector, swipe while you are in the north sector if you're on one of those dating apps, because the north sector is conducive to relationships that do not require commitment. Yeah, so this is the sector to be in if this is what you're looking for. Now, you do want to be careful in all other circumstances. If you're working in the north sector, so if your desk is located in the north of your flat or your office, then this may bring some office politics, some squabbles at the office, arguments, maybe even legal problems if it escalates. Yeah, so just be a little bit careful. And also, I would say don't make any big financial decisions or sign any contracts that require a big financial commitment from you while you are sitting in the north. That is not ideal. Yeah, for that, you use either the east, the southeast, or the southwest, but not the north sector. All right. Then we've got the south sector here with the number 6 monthly star. Now, this is generally not necessarily a negative star as such, but if you are in a higher management position and you are located in the south sector this month or in the metal pig month, you may find yourself getting into more arguments with subordinates or with employees who are just complaining about everything. So this may not be something that is massively troubling, but it's just a little bit of a hassle. Yeah. So therefore, you may want to be a little bit careful and just avoid arguments with your subordinates or your staff. And if this is a place where you spend a lot of time in at home, then you may find yourself getting engaged in needless arguments with your juniors. Yeah, maybe with your children or anybody who's younger than you. All right. Now, then we've got the West sector here. The monthly number 4. Now, generally, this is a peach blossom star. So usually this is a relationship star and it's not a bad energy to have, but in combination with the 7 here, this can create health problems, especially as it is in the West sector. This can create health problems related to your respiratory system. And we're all still quite wary from COVID and everything. So we're all really taking care of our respiratory system. We're making sure that we don't get a cold. So if you are located in the West sector, if you sleep in the West sector, just make sure that you're a little bit more careful with your health. Don't expose yourself to situations where you know you're going to get a cold. Yeah. Just take a jumper with you when you go outside or whatever, but just be a little bit more careful. It's not a super harmful or negative sector at all. It's just, it can lead to some slight health issues. Now, then we've got the Northwest sector here. Now, this is one where you do have to be somewhat careful and pay more attention to, especially if you're someone who's always on the go, always on the move. If you travel, and I'm not necessarily talking about air travel or whatever, but maybe your job requires you to go from A to B by taxi, metro, bicycle, or even walking a lot. Yeah, you're always on the go from one meeting to another. Be careful when you're in traffic. Yeah, because this particular sector, especially if you spend a lot of time there at work, if this is your desk and then you just hurry out to do something, this is a sector that can bring accidents, especially to your limbs, yeah, your legs and your feet in particular. So just be careful, yeah, don't cross the street without looking up from your mobile phone. Just careful, yeah. That's essentially all it takes. So as long as you're careful, you'll be fine. Now, you also need to take care of elderly people in your family. So if you have elderly people in your family who may be chronically ill, or there's something, they're not feeling so well and they sleep in the Northwest, make sure that you really monitor their health and make sure that you support them a little bit more this month. Nothing bad may happen, but it's just pay a little bit more attention and do make sure that they in particular are safe when they go outside, when they are in traffic, or when they are moving about. And then lastly, we've got here the Northeast sector with the monthly number 5. Now, the monthly number 5, or the 5-star in general, is called the 5 yellow, and this is the one we really don't like to see. So I would say don't take any important decisions while you're sitting in the Northeast sector. Definitely don't plan your financial budget for next year in the Northeast sector. Avoid hammering and drilling in that sector. Just keep it quiet. If this is your bedroom, you don't have to worry too much about it, as long as you're not shifting around furniture and making a lot of noise, or doing some unexpected renovation. Yeah, just keep the area quiet, and really don't sign any legal papers in that area, and then you'll be fine. Avoid important activities in this sector. Essentially, that's all you need to do. You don't need to be too scared of it, as long as you don't activate it. And activation is done by, as I said, hammering, drilling, moving around furniture, and doing or conducting very important activities there. All right. So again, make use of the positive sectors: east, southeast, and southwest. Spend as much time there as possible if you can. And just be a little bit careful with all the other areas of your home. And if you do that, I'm sure you're going to have a really, really good month of the metal pig. And I will see you guys next month.